I'm Aleph Patroy. My company is Thoughtbox, and we're building the reasoning observability layer that agents want to use. When Model Context Protocol first came out a year ago, they released a server called Sequential Thinking that basically was like a little bullet journal for the AI to keep track of its thoughts as it reasoned through problems. So I made a fork of this server called Clear Thought, and that became popular on Smithery, a couple of other hosted platforms and registries. And it was kind of through working on that just piecemeal throughout 2025 that I arrived at this kind of insight that if the agent wanted to use the tool to extend its capabilities, then it was also going to be leaving an auditable trace of what it was thinking along the way. And that you weren't going to be able to expand observability without also expanding capability because the agent would want to use it. So that's how I started working on Thoughtbox, and that's how I'm here now. Ideally, through Thoughtbox, you would be able to interact with many different capabilities on the Dedalus platform. Almost like a gateway, just through a gateway that has some extra tools with it. I live in Alabama, so most of the network effects that you have to work with there are in the alligator community because it's in the swamp, you see. But being out here is the number one goal. And a seed round is the way to do that from my perspective. Excited to meet up with a lot of people that I only know through the internet. Darwin Lowe and Nick Scherer from Mocha hit me up. I don't know, we can edit that out later. But yeah, meeting a lot of people that I know from the internet, from SF, obviously getting to see a couple of different things. Really just meeting a lot of people whose work I know, or who maybe I follow them on Twitter, on LinkedIn, or something like that, and I like what they have to say. Getting to sit down with some of these people in person and ask them questions about how to do this thing, or maybe how not to do this thing. People here working on things that I've dabbled around with here in the last year. There are people working on stuff I've never even imagined before. Very new tools, new ways of doing very old things. It's an amazing group. It's really something. In the way that 2025 was the year of agents, 2026 is the year of agentic tools. I'm just going to call that here. I think that a lot of the criticism that's been thrown at Model Context Protocol has a lot more to do with widespread bad design versus anything with MCP itself. MCP is a flagrantly democratic protocol. It's, it was, the fun of it was that you could just plug something up to your AI and now it can do things that maybe you wouldn't know how to do, or that just look cool. It was very easy to build servers. Lots and lots of people built them, and that's why it became a standard. But now we've got quite a quality control problem, right? So I definitely think over the next few months that we're going to converge on a few standard patterns for doing different things that's going to improve a lot of that with regard to context use and having too many tools in the context and that sort of thing.